Alright, first and foremost, let us give our praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well a great millstone, and peace and salutation to the Akims out there pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth, and shalom to all the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. I'm coming over this lesson today on the topic of faith and holding the faith, endurance in this truth. We're coming on in these last days, temptation, with faith will be tested, and we have to stay strong out here, as the scriptures say, even we will be sent up to be afflicted for his name's sake, so some brothers, gonna get put to death for the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and we just had to hold strong, just keep the faith and do what we have to do, day in, day out. So let me get into the scriptures. This is Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. It say, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I look up the definition of substance, and it said the most important or essential part of something. Right? So that is what faith is. That is the most important, essential part, right, of this whole thing. We had to have faith, right? And how we show we faith through our works, right? Because people like to think as if it's two separate things, but it really isn't, right? We have faith in the Most High, and because we have faith, we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Because we have faith and believe in the Most High, we fear the Most High, right? And do His works, right? Second part of the scripture, it said the evidence of things not seen, right? So these atheists and all these people, they will say, oh, you can't see the Most High, you can't touch the Most High, so He's not real, right? But through our faith and through our belief, right, we see that the Most High is real, and even with the scriptures, we see that the scriptures have always, everything that had to come to pass did come to pass, and everything that going to come to pass, you're seeing it setting up, right? So these other nations, even some of the 2/3 and them who's atheist standing, they don't really understand, right? They can't grasp something like this. The Most High to give you this understanding. You just can't go and read and think you'll get it. The Most High to give you this understanding. Alright, so I'll read it again and say, now faith is the substance, which is the most important or essential part of things hoped for, right? The evidence of things not seen. So everything we're hoping for, the most important part is faith, right? Jump down to verse 16. Let's say, but now they desire a better country, that is an heavenly, wherefore Yahweh is not ashamed to be called their power, for He hath prepared them a city. Say, by faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, right? Of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that Yahweh was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure, right? So all this going into the Yahushai, Isaac, and all these things. Verse 20 say, by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. So if you can read this and showing your true faith, right? Even with Abraham, when the Most High tell him to take the things and go forth, he didn't know where he was going, but he just had faith in the Most High. Moses, all this true faith, you understand? It was always the key, true faith. Moses, Abraham, Noah, right? Noah had faith, so Noah did as he was told, So that is a very essential and important part of this thing, to have faith in every single thing we do. Making videos, going out on the highways and the byways, keeping the laws, keeping the Sabbaths, knowing that It's not like we're doing these things in vain, or or we're doing this for no reason. We're doing this for the Most High, and also to be saved, right? Because the Most High say the only way, by worshiping Him, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, that's the only way that we will be saved. You understand? So that's what we have to do. The Most High, He say He would reward us, so we had to have faith in that and all too. Believe on the Most High. He would reward us for our works. Alright, they John 11 verse 40 it say, Yahushua said unto her, said I not unto thee that if thou wouldest believe, thou shouldest see the glory of the Most High? Right? Unto thee that if thou wouldest believe, thou should see the glory of the Most High. You have to have that belief, right? You can't just one foot in, one foot out. The Most High, he might come back. It's not like you gotta be full-fledged, right? And understand that the Most High is real, right? Now, some, as I say before, the Most High, blind the people, blind the nations. He blind the 2/3 from seeing that, so that is just where it is. But the scriptures showing you here where Yahushua, he said, if you believe, then would you see the glory of the Most High, right? It's only then. There's not a game. They're not a hobby. They're not something you're doing for fun. This is who you are. Some people, like, they will say, like, for example, Christianity or something, that religion. They not we religion. They just who we are, right? This is what we was made to be. This we calling. So that is how you have to think about it. They just who. This what you was made to do, right? This is your purpose. I'm gonna go to 2 Corinthians now, 5 verse 7. It say, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Like plain to the point. We don't look, we how to put it. So alright, as I say before, people just had to see to believe and all them kind of things. We don't walk by sight. We walk by faith. And this is an important thing. We walk by faith. The scriptures through the Most High, giving us the scriptures and the Bible, for we understand what was, what is, and what will be, right? And we believe in that. We believe in Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Kakudash, right? And that's how we have to live our lives and endure until the Most High return, right? Until them skies crack, till them UFOs, Salakia, until the missiles, launch and complete destruction come upon the earth. Right? That's how we to live, to endure until the very last end. Only then we will be rewarded. As the scripture says, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, so that's why we do this. This life is not for us. It's not for our enjoyment. Right now, it's not for we to enjoy. We have a job to do. And we have to go out and do the job. That is our utmost importance. Right? Number one priority. Worship the Most and keep the laws and preach the word. Alright? So I read again. Say, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Right? So Matthew now. Go to the book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 22. It say, and all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive, So you see again, it's always this belief and faith. It's always this belief and faith, because that's it, as I say, that is the most important thing in it, right? So when you pray, you don't pray and you're wondering if it go come to pass. So it, when you pray, it's 100% faith, trust, and belief in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? As Yahushai say, whoever you shall pray for, you would believe in, you would receive, right? If you pray that the Most High strengthen you and continue to bestow upon you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? And you believe, right? And you have that faith, the Most High will give you that, you know. That's what it's about, You have to believe, right? It says, "Whoso believe it shall not perish but have everlasting life," you know. So that it is, these people don't understand. The people don't understand that, This we lifestyle. This is who we are, That's what you have to think about it. It's not a hobby, it's not a sport, Some you all do for fun. This is your daily life, and daily life we live, until, just as the apostles, they came into the truth, they said early 20s, and look at them now, they stick with the truth and they continue to endure, right? And it might have brothers who now coming into the truth and staying a couple months and falling out, because they don't have the patience, right? They don't have faith, right? Romans chapter 10 verse 17, it says, "So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh," right? So that's where faith cometh, by hearing the word of the Most High, right? Hearing the word, hearing the scriptures, right? Hearing the precepts, hearing what is to come, right? Hearing the rewards of the Most High, right? Seeing what the Most High did in the past for our ancestors, which is us, Say by faith, right? By hear, Salakia, right? Faith cometh by hearing, right? And hearing the word of the Most High, then that is how you get the faith, Go down to the next precept. I have it on the tip of my tongue. Mark 11:22. Alright. And Yahushai, Mark 11:22, and Yahushai answering said unto them, "Have faith in Yahweh. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and he shall have them." Right? You see, not, scriptures say the same thing over and over again, continuing to repeat itself. You have to believe, you have to have faith in the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? They say it a mountain, be thou removed. Right? You look at a mountain and say, go into the sea. Right? That's how Yahushai was, breaking it down through the parables. That's the way he spoke, But shall believe, Salakia, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he said. This truth. You had to have faith, you had to believe, that's where you get your base, right? That is your base, your faith, your belief, Plenty brothers just running the truth, learn the breakdowns, learn some precepts, and it's like You know, it's like a game. Who know the most? You know, some brothers just think like that. You know, and that's not the way. You gotta have a base, right? You gotta have faith, right? You have to believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, the definitions of faith here, it say complete trust or confidence in someone or something, strong belief, to hold belief, and to be loyal. And believe is to accept that something is true, to place confidence in, to credit intellectual faith. It's to have faith in trust one's. These are different definition from a different source. It's to have faith and trust one's spiritual being to a Mashiach and to commit. Right? So script, these definitions, line up perfectly with the scriptures, because that's what it's about. That's what we had to do it. I bring on my last precept before this phone did. John chapter 3 verse 16. Because through the Spirit we could understand this wrongly used scripture. John chapter 3 verse 16 say, for Yahweh so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Right? So whosoever believeth in him will not perish. Right? So that's what you gotta believe, you gotta have faith. Right? I hope this lesson was edifying. Give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakodash. Shalom.